The Witcher by Paul Tobin. Have you heard about The Witcher? It started as a novel by Polish author Andrzej Sapkowski, and it has morphed into a media franchise. It was adapted into a very popular video game, a Netflix series, and yes, even a comic book. And so, the story is not exactly new, but for fans of the video game and the series on Netflix, the comic book is an excellent addition to the lore. The story follows Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. If you're new to the Witcher franchise, you might be interested to know that a witcher are once normal human beings who have been subjected to intense alchemical processes and mutagenic compounds, a combination of medieval science and magic, which makes them superhuman. They undergo extensive training, ruthless mental and physical conditioning, and mysterious rituals in preparation for becoming a monster slayer for hire. Geralt of Rivia, the protagonist of the Witcher franchise, is said to be one of the greatest Witchers. He certainly is legendary, but whether he's famous or infamous is open to interpretation. Witchers also go through a process that strips them of a lot of their human emotions, but Geralt is different. The process didn't fully take. There's still a lot of humanity left within him. Despite that, he knows he's not really human anymore, and so he's aware that he doesn't really fit in anywhere. He's unique. This darkens his days and can make him moody and dissatisfied. He can feel love, desire, pride, and all that, but he can't really grasp them. The things he wants are also visible to him, but somehow out of reach nonetheless. So he just does what he can to make the world right. A few less monsters, human or otherwise. One of the aspects I enjoyed was Geralt's light-hearted attitude to some really terrifying creatures and monsters. There is a very creative mix of creatures, and not all of them are adversarial, which adds a bit of interest to the story. In the first volume in this series, Geralt befriends who he believes at first is a simple hunter, but he soon finds out that the man, Jacob, has a dead wife, one who refuses to leave, a vampire of sorts. Trying to escape this haunting and needing a new life, Jacob accompanies Geralt on his travels, but they almost immediately become trapped in a strange house, the House of Glass. Naturally, monsters abound. Between cemetery hags, Leshen, a succubus, and a few other surprises, Geralt really has his hands full. Throughout the story, there are clues that lead us to see what's really going on. I'm not going to tell you. You have to read it. These comic books have a tense atmosphere and some compelling storylines and great graphics. I think they would appeal to anyone who has heard of the Witcher franchise, read the books, seen the show on television, or played the game. These comic books really add a new element to the world of the Witcher. These comics are available on Hoopla as an ebook in the original comic book format. You're gonna like it.